morning, everybody.
Hang on.
It's my mom.
Your mom. I think you probably should put it.
I'm not doing it. I wanted to cancel.
Okay, so we're live.
And we're live! As always with Facebook and technology, sometimes there's some technical issues. So you guys got to see that with us. So we are here on this wonderful Founder Friday with the founders of Life Equals, and they are gonna say hi.
Hi guys, happy afternoon on Friday. Chris Stowe here.
That's right, Kyle Fitzgerald. Happy Friday, and good to speak to you all again. We are super excited to share some updated news today about some things we've been working on. We are actually we've started the company with just one product, our Balance the Superfood Shot, the foundation blend, the green bottle that you all know and of course love. But today,
What's next?
we're here to show you a little special something called the Turmeric blend. Du-du-du-du-dum. So this has been live on the website for a couple days, but we are super excited to see the new product go live. We've been working on this for a while. We had a lot of requests for line extensions or new flavors of the Balance original formula, and this is our first go around at a new product.
Absolutely.
So we are really thrilled to be introducing another awesome superfood turmeric and really pulling it from just one ingredient in the foundation blend, the green bottles, to be its own standalone product in turmeric blend for Balance the Superfood Shop. So what are you excited about here?
I'm really excited about the taste. It tastes really, really good. It's a completely different flavor profile than the original Balance foundation, also known as the green bottle. And it's got like a tropical orange zing to it. There's a lot of, 10 superfoods in here. It tastes very citrusy and very delicious with a little bit of spice, of course, with the turmeric. There's ginger in it. There's also some cinnamon and black pepper.
That's
So
right.
It's just fantastic.
And it just looks like a fall favorite with the pumpkin-y orange color. Some people even say that it has kind of a pumpkin pie flavor because it has cinnamon in it and ginger, and as well as the turmeric. So it's a really, really good fall flavor.
There's been some local coffee shops around town that have been experimenting with it with lattes. Of course, it also pairs well with champagne or
A mimosa.
Another favorite, for a breakfast treat.
That's right. That's right. Brunches.
Yeah.
Brunches. So we're really thrilled. Originally, when we came out with Balance, the Superfood Shot, it was all about the half-days claim, right? So one of the things that we found as we had our conversations with our medical advisors, doctors, dietitians, health coaches, was they treat a wide range of preventable diseases, right? Like half the people that die in the United States die due to a problem that could be prevented via just a lifestyle change. And most of our lifestyle is around food, and that can be the root of that problem. So preventable disease, if it is rooted in this lack of fruits and vegetables, the next thing that we really wanted to explore and dive deep into is another major contributor to preventable disease is inflammation. And inflammation is one of the baseline chronic issues that a lot of Americans have because of their diet, whether that's an omega-3, omega-6 imbalance, or whether that's allergies that they may have. But chronic inflammation, meaning throughout your body, either via the joints or muscles, is a real problem that a lot of Americans have. Some Americans also experience an acute inflammation, which might be a sports or an event-related thing that would go away over time. And one of the most studied ingredients to help your body have a healthy inflammation response is turmeric. So turmeric has been used for literally millennia in India and in South Asian cultures as a key to longevity, right? They integrate it into their food. As Americans, our palate may not be very turmeric focused. So if you put a little bit in eggs, it can really overpower it.
Totally.
So to get what they would call a therapeutic dose, or one of the most studied, medically studied doses, is 1,500 milligrams, which is like a big teaspoon, right? To get that into a daily serving in the American cuisine is really tough. It can taste way overwhelming and be kind of bitter. But when we worked with our scientists to help us formulate the turmeric blend, we made it taste like citrusy zing, delicious.
Yep. A lot of pineapple. There's also tart cherry in there, which both of those help a lot with also the anti-inflammation benefits as well.
Yeah, and papaya. Papaya is another ingredient that people have recommended for its anti-inflammatory. So all those things can really round out the turmeric. So you're getting a therapeutic dose, 1,500 milligrams of turmeric that would be super hard to get into your day, and the shot's delicious, so it's kind of fun.
It is. It's available now, actually, so you can buy these live right now. We're doing a special online on lifeequals.com through next Wednesday. That is October the 10th. 50% off with code TRYTURMERIC off of a 6-pack. So jump online and buy it now. It's also available locally in Kansas City in select retailers, but the best way to try that right now is on lifeequals.com and grab that 6-pack, like I said.
Yeah, it's literally
50%
50% off. Yep.
Yep.
Huge deal. So if you find yourself as a person that would describe themselves maybe as turmeric curious,
When would you use it?
it's a good product because it tastes delicious. I would use it. So my personal story is I've dealt with a lot of chronic inflammation in my lower back. So I've got some SI joint, which is kind of where your pelvis interacts with your spine. So that joint for me has been really inflamed, and I've taken medicine to deal with that from a medical standpoint. But what I've found is that if I have one of these guys every day, I definitely feel a lot better. I'm not necessarily treating disease or making any claims here, but me personally, when I take the turmeric blend, it really helps me feel a lot better, especially with some of that chronic pain that I've had with my back. I'm only 35 years old, so to have that issue now, I am laser focused on dealing with that with food as my main approach to a chronic issue, but that's my use scenario.
Yeah, for me it would be definitely around the workout recovery thing. So, working out in the gym, lifting weights, definitely add some soreness to your joints. And for me, this is going to be one of my post-workout recovery snacks. So I'm looking forward to trying it more on a regular basis. And I know we've been trying to get into a lot of gyms, and from whether that's CrossFit or HIIT or even yoga studios around. So if you guys want to try this in your gym or studio, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to send you some samples and see what your crew might think of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're thinking about it as an ingredient, because this is really food, if we think about the turmeric blend as an ingredient, it's a really cool way to add color, especially if you're thinking about a fall dish, like you want to get your muffins to have a little bit more orange flavor to them. This is a great way to do that and be taking an excellent ingredient like turmeric and getting that into your food, right? So using it as an ingredient recipes like muffins or breads, or even a drink, like you said earlier, whether that's with or without alcohol, that's totally up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. So it could be a mimosa, or it could be literally just with orange juice. It's a super cool way to get like one of the world's most powerful food ingredients directly into your diet without feeling overwhelmed and out of character with the food the way you would expect to taste it kind of as an American.
Yeah, it's super exciting for us here in the company too, because we've been rolling with the foundation blend, the green bottle, for the last 2 years. And this is the first new product that we've launched in the last 2 years. So for us, it's a new day, and we're super excited. The whole company is buzzing about this, and we are literally producing more today.
Yep, live
Here
in Kansas City.
So we're going to be rolling it out throughout Kansas City and online. Eventually, it'll make its way to Amazon shortly. But yeah, we're just super thrilled to have this on board.
Yeah, we distribute today in over 13 states, which is crazy. Our 14th one is getting ready to come on board. So we will start the product here in Kansas City and kind of stay close to the chest and understand how the product is doing and what use case scenarios are best for our customer. But you would expect to see it in Colorado later this quarter, see November, December, and then even Southern California and all the way out to our furthest points of distribution like New York. Hopefully by the end of the year, everybody's stocked up with the product. Again, online is so great because you can try a 6-pack literally at 50% off with that Try Turmeric, which is in the comments as well, so you'll be able to see that. But it's a great way to just experience the product and see what you think without having to pay full price. Sometimes I want to see what something tastes like, especially if you're turmeric curious.
We really want to know what you guys think too, so please send us your comments, tell us how much you love it, or if there's any improvements that you might think. So please reach out to us via the customer care line. It's care@life-equals.com, and we will respond. There's also a way to message us on Facebook Messenger too. So wherever you guys want to reach out to us, we want to listen. So please let us know.
Yeah, direct message, especially about how you're using it, right? So a lot of people just drink the shot straight up. I'm drinking this one chilled right now. I've been drinking it for the last couple of weeks as we've been prototyping early batches. Room temp, I really like it room temp, or warm is like a pumpkin pie. So if you're using it in some kind of a cool way, or even just in a very simple way that you think is really elegant and interesting, if you think other followers would find that cool, shoot us a picture or a video. We would love to see a video of what you're mixing it with, and either post that onto Facebook or Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, and we want to thank everyone that is watching, and we do have a question. Do you drink it every day or just when needed?
For me, my need is every day because I have kind of a chronic issue, and I've found it to be really helpful to take it every day. But that's me personally.
Yeah, I've been drinking the heck out of this because it is new and it's delicious, and it's just another interesting way to get more fruits and veggies into my life. So I've been drinking the Foundation Blend for quite a while, and so I thought, let's switch it up, give it a go, and it's delicious.
Yep, and if you're finding yourself needing a little bit more support after a workout, maybe you are just taking it kind of as you need it, so you don't have to feel like it's an all or nothing game. Psychology is really interesting, how you orient yourself around the foods that you're eating. The more I drink this, the more I drink Balance, the Foundation Blend, so the original green bottle, because they're a totally different flavor. So I might have one of these in the morning after I work out, and then in the afternoon I might have a Balance as that snack to keep me from eating something I probably shouldn't be eating.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yep. So it's all kind of like the healthier you eat and the more you're focused on your diet and eating whole foods, the better you feel and the more whole foods you eat. So it's kind of cool that all runs you in the right direction and you start gaining steam and feeling better every day. So
do we mention it was organic, or do people already just assume it is? Because we put it right on top of the bottle in case you didn't know that. So yep, 100% organic, Happy Days fruits and veggies.
Yep.
New flavor. It's delicious.
Yep. Try turmeric today.
We have another question too.
Yeah.
Some people are curious what kind of workouts you guys do.
Oh man, other than sitting on a couch, which I consider a workout sometimes, but I lift weights personally. I'm a big weightlifter, and I love to do strengthening, which is really good for bone density, especially as you get older. Lifting weights and stressing those bones out causes like a micro fracture within the bone, which sounds bad, but it actually is really good because that's how you're rebuilding your bone density and layering extra calcium and minerals in those bones to make them super strong. So I am personally committed to that. And then I try to ride to the office a couple times a week. It's a few miles and down a super steep hill, so my way home is quite a sweater in the afternoon, but that's me.
You wear sweaters in the afternoon?
I wear sweaters in the afternoons, mostly on Sundays, but sometimes during the week when I'm feeling extra sassy.
Strength training for me. If I'm really on my game, it's strength training mixed with maybe a stretchy session of yoga, but I haven't been doing too much yoga lately, so it's mostly just strength training for me.
Chris loves jazzercise. If you've ever seen him in a jazzercise, he loves it. He wouldn't ever say that on camera, but here I am sharing with you his jazzercise plan is
I don't get it.
very strong. Very strong. But yeah, that's a great question. So, I mean, working out is all about moving your body and keeping it moving. So even if that's going on walks, my dad has been recovering. That's right. I got my counter on. This has been monumentally helpful for me just to be cognizant of how much or little I'm moving. We're in an office most of the time working on stuff on a computer, which is terrible for your posture anyways. And I was really surprised how little I was moving throughout the week, because you think, oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm probably getting 10,000 steps, which is kind of a solid baseline to hit. Not even close. Not even close. So that lack of movement throughout your day can lead to a whole cascading of issues. But
Like inflammation.
Like inflammation and lower back issues because you're sitting at your desk forever. So all this kind of runs together. But being able to have even a super simple tracker like this, it doesn't do any heart rate or anything crazy like that. Super simple. And it helps me understand where I'm at in my day, because I can get real optimistic on whether I'm eating the foods that I'm supposed to be eating or moving as much as I'm moving.
Yeah.
And I've also found, which is also interesting, that with a clock, with having a clock on my wrist, I don't check my phone as much, which means I'm not constantly getting into the web of being on my phone and looking at social media or checking emails. And my stress level has actually went way down because I can just look at the time and then not feel obligated to get deep into all my.
And you're feeling good about getting your steps in.
And you feel good about it.
We do a lot of walking meetings here, which is really good. And Kyle's really good about championing that throughout the office. So he'll say, all right, get up, let's go on a walk.
Yep.
Do a walking meeting instead of a sit-down meeting, which is just fantastic. So if it's a nice weather day, we try to take advantage of that at all times.
Yep. Yeah, because there's a lot of creativity that can come through the kinetic motion of your body, getting out there and getting those cells stimulated and that synapses and get everybody on the road. So we do some of our best thinking on the foot.
That's true.
But so any other questions, or how are we looking?
No, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you again for everyone that has watched. And as always, if you have questions for Chris and Kyle, let us know. They love answering questions live. So join us next week for our next Founder Friday.
Cool. Bye, guys.